You know what? I've never done a video in the bull market. Wait a second. I gotta go buy a little bit of Bitcoin. We just passed under 45. I'll be back in a second. Okay, I'm back. So I got some at 44.6. So I wanted to start off by saying, of course, I have not made a video in a long time. I think I'm the bear market king. I'm bear market crypto Zeus, or Zeus crypto, whatever I name myself on this channel. But I believe I started making videos sometime in 2018. You remember my series? It was called $10 a day into crypto, where I was buying like $10 of Neo a day. Every day I would put $10 in it. Imagine the fees that I paid Coinbase. But I'll get things like Neo and Ant and Origin Trail and all of that. I was doing that. And I think I might have stopped doing videos around this moment. Don't honestly remember all the way, but I would like to say that I'm back and I'm going to start uploading more videos. Probably not going to be doing it every day or anything like that, nearly as much as I did in between this time. And look, I made a lot of money with crypto. Not as much as I should, because I should have been loading all of my bags. I should have put all of my money in the crypto here, really. But I didn't. I put a percentage of it because I had made so much money. Like, I probably made 10 times the amount of money I put in the crypto from this run right here. Then I made a lot again in this run. So I'm more than anything, I was trying to protect the gains that I made right here, because I didn't see this turn into this. I don't think nobody did. So, of course, didn't make as much as I should have, because I remember at one time I had 32 ETH at one point. Can't remember if that was around here or around here. I don't know, but I distributed it into other coins that didn't do as well as ETH right now. So either way, can't be mad because I've made a lot of profits and taken it into USD, so I'm straight. So the price goes up like this. This is what we missed. Well, not missed, but this is what, when I wasn't doing videos during this. Look at that. From there to there. So a lot of money was made. If you were anyway in crypto at this moment, even if you had a little bit, you made a lot of money. So you shouldn't be mad that you're not a millionaire. There's a lot of plays you could have made that could have got you there, but things happen. So where are we right now? We're at a complete change in the trend. So this trend started, September of 2020. It recovered from the March 2020. This was the best time to buy Bitcoin. And I said it in my last, when I was doing videos, is this 200 weekly is clutch. Look at the times it's hitting it. So after the 2017 bubble popped, he hit the 20 weekly and made people a lot of money, made me a lot of money. Because I was in altcoins, that I was putting a lot of money in altcoins right here. And when Bitcoin did this, altcoins went crazy. So that came down to here. And at this time, I was not ready to buy. I should have been ready. I wasn't like deep into crypto as much as I should have been. So yeah, like I said, when it hit the 200 weekly, you buy. That's as almost as bare as it's gonna get. It hit it, and it never came anywhere close. So here's where we're at. Obviously, this is parabolic. A lot of people will say it's not parabolic, which is weird if you look at the chart. They'll say, oh, we got room to go. Yeah, Bitcoin could still go up. I would never doubt that. But if we look at the price right here and look at this drop off and look at how stagnant it got up here compared to all of this, it's not doing the same thing, and it could be a trend change. I'm still a buyer though. I'm buying at the 0.382, or if it hits this, what is this? This is a 30-day. Yeah, I might not really rely on the 30-day that much. So maybe the 382, But I'm buying going down. I'm not going to throw all my money in it, but I'm just going to throw a lot of my profits back in as it goes down. And there's a good possibility it's going to bounce up here and revisit the 50,000 mark. And at that point, I'm probably going to sell some more and sell what I buy down here, because I think it's going to do a failed rally again and then drop. That's what I think it's going to do. I don't know what it's going to do. And like I said, I'm not going to sell all of it, because you never sell all your Bitcoin, because you don't know when it's going to do that. That's why you don't sell all your Bitcoin. Like, if you would have played this bounce up here and sold up here, all of your stuff, you quite possibly could have missed all this. So never sell all your stuff. Let me move this back really quick. So yeah, so I think there's a great chance that we are going to be in a bear market again. Maybe just a mini bear market, but there's a good chance all of this has kind of, whether it's just like this, it's not going to continue to go up. And a lot of people that are new to the game probably a lot of people bought in 2020. A lot of money was going around in 2020. A lot of money was given away by the government in 2020. Everything was bullish. And then it finally really showed up late 2020, went crazy. And this is kind of what we was waiting on. We was waiting on something like this. And we got it. And a lot of people made a crap ton of money. But a lot of people didn't make as much as they think that they could, and they're not going to sell. And that's where the problem comes in, is they won't take the gains that they got from buying right here and going up there. They're like, it's going to keep going up. And that's what happened to a lot of people in this area in 2017. The only thing they saw was the price going up. And it goes down a little bit, and they're like, oh, that's nothing. But it's not, it's not nothing. It matters. This doesn't look good. I'd say that, because in 2017, we went up here and we crossed, I believe this should be this, what's that? The 10 week. Yeah. We crossed the 10 week and we pretty much never recovered. We went into a deep bear market. Right here, we crossed the 10 week down here, but it was a fake out, and now it's way under there. So it could possibly be, where could we be? We could possibly be right here, just entering that red on the weekly, and the weekly is super important for the long-term trend. So be wary of that. And I would have my eyes on, remember it stayed at 6,000 for a long time. And that was kind of at support, really, where a lot of this buying right here was, and it stayed there, dropped for a little bit and went up. So if we were going to replicate that, where would that be? It would probably be in this area right here, this 33,000 area, or pretty much between 40 and 30. That would be kind of an area where I would almost, if it stayed there for a long time, I would almost consider that to be the beginning of a bear market, where it's, if we're going to replicate 2017, we drop down, we keep going, and then we finally get to 6,000, and then finally it rolls over and starts back anew pretty much. So honestly, the bottom will be 200 weekly if we're in a bear market. That's if we are in a bear market. This thing could turn around, and it has to go past the all-time high, though. It has to do that. But it could turn around and keep going up parabolically. It could do that. But if we are in a bear market, it's a pretty far ways to go down looking at it from this angle. Because looking at this, it looks like nothing, but it felt like everything. When you were in it, it felt like it was terrible, going from 20,000 to 6,000. If it did that today, it would be like nothing. Shoot, it could go down to 30,000. People would still be like, oh, we're in a bull market. And I mean, I guess you could call it that, but in the short term, unless it goes above 60,000 soon, we're just trailing down, where the trend has changed. So what am I looking at? I'm looking at this to continue to go up. That's the thing. This is going to go up, but it's not going to go up as fast if this thing is going down. So if we expect to hit it, it probably be, I don't even want to, because look how long it takes. It's not going to immediately go down there. It takes a while to hit that, and all these indicators kind of came together at that point. So you would expect this to start falling, and meet this somewhere. It'll be 2022. Oof. Let's hope it's not a bear market, because that's what I would be expecting, is for it to hit this median mark in 2022, and it will probably be in the 20,000 range. And it wouldn't be the worst place to buy. It could possibly not be the best place to buy. Well, actually, if it hit the 200, I would say that it will be the best place to buy. Right here, like if it hits the 100. Yep, this is the 100. Would not be the worst place to buy. That's kind of simulate when it was 6,000. It got cut in half, which sucks, but it's pretty much immediately went back there. So I would expect this to be between 30,000 and 20,000, probably between 30,000 and 20,000. Maybe even higher than that, probably 30,000 to 25,000 range would be a spot where a lot of people are buying, and that's what pretty much happened right there. I mean, if you look at it, it's just so similar to 2017. Only thing that's not similar is the way this looks. Of course, it's not going to be the same thing, but if you can see right here, we're on the verge of passing 50. It never passed 50 in this bull market right here. If you look at that, it dropped below the, what is this, the 70, and kept going. This time it stayed here forever. It stayed here for a long time, and it's dropped below once, recovered a little bit, and then failed. In this one, it never failed. So I can't tell if that's bullish or bearish. I think it's bearish, because this one never got as low as this one. So I believe we passed this mark. We're in a bear market. I do also think that this could recover and hit this line, and that would replicate this bouncing up and hitting that 50,000 or 55,000 area up here, and then plummeting back down. So me buying right now, basically what I'm doing is I'm buying, hoping that it goes right here so I can sell some more and make some profit. If it doesn't, if it just keeps going down, I'll just hold it till the next bull market. And I actually got plenty of reserves from all of this to be able to slowly pour it back in on the downward go. And let's talk about kind of signs that kind of led to this. If this is a bear market, it would make sense compared to this. It would make a lot of sense. Because look, we can talk about the Dogecoin thing. When a coin that literally is a joke makes so much money, that's a bubble. That's it. The way that it came from less to a cent to in a year to 70 cents as a joke coin, of people just buying BS, but it's making people rich. That's a bubble. Same thing happened in 2017. Dogecoin did the same thing. It went up crazy, and this is kind of the time when it went up crazy. Was really all the altcoins went crazy right here when Bitcoin showed weakness. Everybody took out their Bitcoin and put it in altcoins, so the altcoin market went crazy until Bitcoin finally showed weakness. I mean, finally really showed hard weakness, and it fell below key levels, and then everything fell off. Because remember, January 2018, altcoins made people a lot of money right here. Bitcoin was failing. It was making lower lows, and not getting over the all-time high, while altcoins were all going all-time highs and making people rich. And then finally it starts to fall below key support levels, key EMAs, and it just continues to drop, and altcoins get hammered. And that's could possibly be the same thing we see here. You look right here, and the thing is, altcoins can fall way harder than Bitcoin, and that's where I think we're not really there yet. We're not here yet. When altcoins get trashed, altcoins got trashed right here, but we're starting to see it, like things like, let me put an example, like Orion. I bought this thing at $3. It went up to like $27. Now it's at $11. This thing could easily go back to $3. If we hit a bear market, this thing will be $3. It will go right back to where it started at. That same thing. If we hit a real bear market, like right here, this thing is going back to $10. It's just no doubt about it. Altcoins are gonna get hammered, and the thing is, it really replicates what happened right here. Altcoins really started getting really strong when Bitcoin was teetering on failing, and it's weird because everybody sends their money into altcoins. Altcoins shoot up, and they're sending their Bitcoin out, so Bitcoin is not as strong as it was going up here. And then all of a sudden, Bitcoin starts to fail. People start selling their altcoins into Bitcoin, and then their Bitcoin into USD, and that's why the altcoins fall super hard. Bitcoin kind of falls, but it's not nowhere near as bad as any altcoins. A lot of altcoins had 90% losses on them. Like a lot of them. I think Ethereum had a 90% loss. It went to $1,400 and went all the way down to $80. So it's a very dangerous game to be in if you're not really watching it. Like, you see these things start replicating, like even right now. We saw a low right there. Then we saw a lower high right there. It couldn't make it up here. Now we see a lower low, and that's when it starts. It could still recover, no doubt. It could still recover. It's just not really in the favor to really do that right now. Only thing helping it out is inflation, because inflation is going crazy right now. But there aren't any news on any new stimulus checks, so that's not gonna help. I think that a lot of stuff helped it grow from here to here, and super inflation, stimulus checks, the government giving people money. Of course, assets like this are gonna fly, but we haven't had any news of that in a while, so we'll see. I don't really know what else we're gonna really be looking for. I know the weekly is kind of the main thing you want to watch. So you see this weekly touchdown here on the RSI. It has not failed anybody yet. Only time it's touched this green line is when it hit the bottom. Only time the weekly's touched this green line when it hit the bottom right here. So watch that. When it's in a bear market, it stays under 50. As you can watch right there, it hit under 50. It kind of started making 50 in the resistance, and then it plummeted down here. So we want to watch this. If this thing starts going under 50, we got a problem. We got a big problem. It can save itself by, just like right here, it can save itself by staying on top of the 50 and going up. It would have to beat this resistance right here though, and that's where I'm thinking that it's probably not gonna do it. We probably see that around the June time, somewhere in June. It try to revisit that if it's gonna bounce off of this, and at that time I'll be selling some more. And if it does this, I believe ETH is gonna go crazy. ETH probably hits 5,000 if Bitcoin recovers to up in this range up here, or if this RSI can recover up here. We'll probably see that. But look at the volume. The volume replicates 2017. The volume going up, steady going up. Finally, some sell climax. You see the high red start coming in. and then volume drops. And this is what we're seeing right now. Going up, and it's volume's just dropping and price is dropping. That's pretty bearish in my opinion, because it's replicating 2017 so much right now. Topped out, and now the drag. So that's the end of this video. I might post it, I might not. People probably hate it, but hey man, I'm just being as realistic as I can. Things got way too crazy. Like a coin called SHIB that was basically a meme coin, a meme of a meme coin, made so much money. You kind of gotta be like, all right, we're at a top, because people are just throwing money everywhere, just throwing money like it doesn't mean anything. Like, and I think that's the point. That's the point of inflation, and the point of Bitcoin is to show that money is losing its value, but this quickly, and it is a little too much for it to be losing so much value that people are throwing their money into worthless things. And it's part FOMO. It's definitely a lot of FOMO. Is that people seeing other people get rich, and that's another kind of indicator that you're hitting the top. Is you're seeing a lot of people getting rich. That's where you're about to hit the top, because everybody can't get rich. It's simple as that. Everybody can't get rich off this stuff. Somebody got to lose, and that means somebody is buying Bitcoin up here. Somebody was buying up here, and somebody was buying down here, and it was selling up here. They're getting rich. These people are either gonna sell out real quick. They're probably gonna buy up here. They hit right here, they probably sell out, or they're gonna hold this and it's gonna go down. And either they're gonna sell down here, or they're gonna sell down here, or some of them they'll actually hold through until the next bull market, and that's good. But it's kind of harder said than done when you see your money go down 80%. You're just hoping to get some out. But yeah, this might as well just be a podcast. I'm just gonna call this like Bitcoin Update Podcast, because I just been rambling on in here. But yeah, like I said, about the signs, there's just been so many signs of it being super toppy. This was a time where it could have possibly been it, but look what it did. It bounced off. I keep dragging that, but it bounced off of this. At this time, I thought it was gonna fall, but it didn't make any sense to fall. It didn't go up that much parabolic compared to the last bull run until it did this. This might have been this right here, where it just goes up parabolic, but it also went down again and bounced off of this, came up, and then it started like losing a little strength up here, and that was the thing. And of course, altcoins were doing well up until here. They were doing well, but altcoins really started going wild right up around this area. And this is where a lot of people made a lot of money on alts. And like I said, we can go back to this part where altcoins were doing well, but they didn't do really well till right here, till it was about the end of the bull market. And here we go again. And you can take that back to what was this date? Around here, when Bitcoin hit the bottom right here, altcoins were doing terrible right here when it was at the bottom of the bear market. And then right here, altcoins started going crazy. A lot of altcoins made people a lot of money right here, because Bitcoin wasn't really going up that high compared to here or here, but altcoins were going up super high right here, which is weird. So that's kind of where we at right now. Bitcoin could recover. I'm on the side saying it won't right now. I'm gonna say it won't right now, but I could be wrong. We'll see. It could just come out of here and go to 100K. Could do that. It's just a lot of signs that I've seen is saying that it's not going to do that. We see right here, it came around here, it bounced, so that will replicate this, probably hitting this part and bouncing. But the problem is, if we're entering a bear market, this thing gonna bounce and it's gonna sell off again. So what happens is a lot of people continuously lose money, because you're gonna have people that bought up here, they're gonna hold it, it's gonna bounce up here and start going up, and they're gonna start buying again. That's what happened. It bounced from here up here, people start buying again like crazy, and then it just dropped down and they lost more money. And it kind of starts compounding like that when you try to time the market like that, and try to buy when it's only buying when it's super hot. In a bear market, you just continuously lose money. So what's possible is, just on super red days you buy, but you can't be buying expecting it to go to the moon. You just buy. Chances are it's gonna bounce, but if it bounced, don't get FOMO and think, okay, I bought the bottom, continue to buy. You just kind of wait it out, and then it comes back down. You see another red day, bounce, buy. It could work in both ways, just like this. It keeps going up, it sees a little time right here, buy. Goes up, goes down, buy down here. It's easier said than done, though. But yeah, this is Zeus Crypto. Just kind of going over my thoughts on the market, where we are. Bitcoin dominance. We could look at that. That kind of tells a lot, in my opinion. Bitcoin dominance was, this is so replicates. Oh my God. I need to make some moves. I need to make a couple moves, because it just replicates 2017, 2018 so well. Like Bitcoin dominance all the way down here in January, when all the alts were going crazy, and then it recovers all the way through there. So basically, you didn't really want to be in alts right here. I mean, some alts made people a lot of money still during this, because it still came down like this every now and then. And this made people money when it came down like that. But really, Bitcoin started to be the place to be. And right here, you can see it drops, and then it finally stops dropping. And that's kind of the time to be like, see, you want to follow this just like you follow any other chart. Right here is telling you, get out of alts, get back into Bitcoin. Get out of alts, get back into Bitcoin. And yeah, I don't understand why this isn't showing green. This should be green. I think this chart is messed up a little bit, because this thing just drops off a cliff. I guess it's because these dropped way worse. That's why this is green, but this should be down there too. But either way, you know what I mean. It dropped like that. This dropped down here. Pretty much never really recovered, and now we're in a moment where it's looking like we could have a reversal, because look at how this dropped. I'm going to be watching it because I got altcoin holdings, and I got a lot of them. If this thing starts to come back up, I'm getting out of my alts. I'm sorry. I'm getting out of my alts, going full Bitcoin and just compounding my interest on BlockFi, because this is a super dangerous chart. This shows when was the best and worst times to be in alts. And really, like you see, it's dropping, and right there at the bottom, alts were going crazy. So right now, we could see alts. We could see alts go crazy right now. Is that a wick right there? Let me zoom in. Yeah, that is a wick. It wicked right to where the 2018 altcoin market. It wicked lower. This is interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna watch this, because if this thing starts to trend above again, starts to go higher, I'm getting out of all my alts. I'm not gonna risk that, because alts get pummeled. They'll be down 70, 80, 90%. and you'll just lose your money. Like it'll be best if you find a time to get out and get into Bitcoin and then throw it back in alts when alts already lose all that percentage. That's kind of the time. So very dangerous time. I think Bitcoin is probably, if you're going to be in a crypto, if you look right here, January 8th, January 15th, January 22nd, these were the weeks, these 4 weeks right here. The first week of January all the way till January 22nd were pretty much the best weeks to be in alts. And then right at the end of, right in February was the worst time. And as you see, alts started to come back, but then they didn't. It's best to catch it down here and get out down here. So right now, I wouldn't say get out just yet, but we're on the level where it could be possible that we need to start to get out of here and take all our wins, or not all, but at least 75% of our wins, and play the waiting game, because this is another indicator that we just replicated the 2017, and it's the weekly. The weekly is super important, because that kind of shows you what the long-term trend is going to be. Look at the BTC again. Let me look at the ETH real quick. ETH. The problem with ETH is ETH got a long ways to fall, and it has fallen that far before. So that's kind of where I think that it kind of catches people, because people see it has a long ways to fall, and they're like, it's gonna keep going up. But the problem is that doesn't mean that it's gonna keep going up. So I'm definitely gonna be watching Bitcoin super closely going forward, because it's just not looking like it's going to continue. All this stuff looks super parabolic, and if you say that this doesn't look parabolic, you kind of lost me, because this is parabolic, and now we're seeing the parabolicness kind of fall apart. We don't want to see ETH hit a lower low right now, because then ETH is gonna hit this mark right here. What is this? The 10-week is gonna hit it again. It just better hope it goes up more and brings it up higher, because if we start to fall now, I mean, it's gonna be a problem. Let me see how long this video is. I mean, this is a pretty important video for me, seeing as I haven't did any analysis, haven't really talked to the people in a long time. I just wanted to state that it's been a great run. It's made people a lot of money. It's made me enough money where I don't have to worry about anything. I'm not a millionaire, nowhere close, but in my situation, me having a job, it's been like having a second job, pretty much, and just without having to do the amount of work that I have to do for my real job. I think that's the most important part for me, at least, and why I will continue to play this market. It's a gold mine. So that's it. This podcast has been long enough. Thanks for watching. Hopefully I'll probably be doing more videos, more podcasts, more updates on crypto. Now, like I said, I'm the bear market god. I only do videos in the bear market. So let's hope that changes around. Hopefully I'm not the bear market god, really, and that we keep going up. But we'll see. This wick is gnarly, by the way. This weekly wick is gnarly. We haven't seen a wick like that this whole time. That's another toppy situation right there. But whatever. I'll just let y'all know what I see.